Monday, January 3rd, 2011 edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Hope you had a great New Year holiday weekend and a little bit of a taste of milder air after a very, very cold month of December. Most cities around the region, this ranked in the top 5 coldest Decembers on record in 120 years or so of record keeping. So definitely a very, very cold month overall. Now, a mild immediate start to January, of course, for the 1st and the 2nd. But really, at least for the first couple of weeks of January, the pattern looks a whole lot like what we had in December, with a lot of below-average temperatures and some fun and game potential down the road as well. Let's get right into it. The radar extremely quiet over the eastern part of the United States this morning. A little bit of lake effect snow in parts of New York and some departing snow from northern Maine. All the action the next couple of days will continue to be out west. Pretty interesting temperature map this morning. A lot of chilly air has moved back into the nation, all the way from the Pacific Northwest, bleeding into the plains in the deep south and into our area, up into the New England states, and a big-time, huge blast of Arctic air beginning to bubble southeastward into the northern United States. You can see the upper air feature with that cold air. And this is a pattern loaded with all sorts of potential mischief here. A lot of cold air moving into the eastern part of the country, and just one Pacific disturbance after another that's going to eject eastward, and we'll see how those behave. I can tell you the model's notoriously bad with handling these ejecting Pacific southern branch pieces of energy. And I'll just tell you, there's going to be some flips and flops and some gnashing of teeth in the forecast here at times over the next couple of weeks. This is what the GFS does by Wednesday evening. This is 0Z Thursday, 7 o'clock Wednesday evening. A lot of cold air, the eastern part of the country. This disturbance kind of just looming out here, and that will eject eastward at some point. Here we are Saturday on the GFS, and then finally out to Sunday evening. There comes that disturbance moving eastward. All right, let's take it day by day. Today, a lot of sunshine, chillier weather. Piedmont highs back into the 40s. For the mountains, the snow guns have been fired back up. After a mild weekend, the ski resort area is getting back to business with making snow again. Tonight will be in the 20s. Tomorrow, a weak front moves through, so I think some clouds around, especially tomorrow morning. Highs tomorrow, 50-ish or so across a lot of Piedmont areas, maybe some mid-50s in the warmest of locales. Excuse me. Let's go out to Wednesday. Wednesday, this is 1 in the afternoon. Now notice another little piece of energy, some rain along the Gulf Coast. The Canadian continues to be a little bit more bullish with this and brings some light precipitation into our region Wednesday night into Thursday morning. That is a possibility. So I guess I can't rule out a few snowflakes Thursday morning or late Wednesday night, but at the moment it looks like the pattern is not going to allow that to amplify enough to become any type of big deal. But that's something we'll watch as we head toward Wednesday night and Thursday morning. We go on out, let's see, get my timestamps right. All right, here we are, 1 a.m. Thursday. The GFS passes that harmlessly out to sea. But again, we'll watch, see if there's any mischief with that one. Friday. Pretty good clipper will drop in. Pretty good upper level disturbance drops in. And that's going to lead the charge to a very cold weekend. But the European really goes nuts with this and generates some precip east of the mountains. We'll see. It's one of the most extreme solutions, even considering its own ensembles. So I have not included any precipitation outside of the mountains in my forecast today for Friday. But just keep in mind, we'll see if that more extreme solution verifies. At the moment, though, I've gone with just a good bit of cloud cover Friday as that next system drops in. Boy, it looks cold around here. This is Saturday the 8th. That has the look of a day that a lot of the Piedmont doesn't get out of the 30s, and we're probably looking at teens and 20s for lows over the upcoming weekend. All right, here you go. This is the 0Z run of the GFS. Sunday, 1 o'clock. Still no problems here. You go out, though, to Monday evening, and this is what the GFS has, a 10-12 low east of Jacksonville. And at face value, that's some light snow and light rain, depending on where you are in the region with that system, as that pulls in Monday. Let me show you the European sort of in agreement with the GFS. It's stronger though, and it actually, I didn't put the later panel on here, but it actually winds up really cranking this low and spreading some good snow here from North Carolina on north with a bombing New England system with this by first couple of days of next week, the 10th and 11th. And finally, here's the Canadian. It really wraps this up into a Miller B type scenario, where instead of let's just review, Miller A is where you have a low track like that. Miller B is where you have one low cut up like this and then a secondary low develop along the coast. That's exactly what the Canadian has, and the Canadian indicates good cold air damming with this as it moves in. So this would be a snow to ice scenario Monday for at least North Carolina. So we'll see. That's the next probably significant system potential right around Monday of next week. A couple of those other systems before that we'll keep an eye on. We'll keep an eye on the Thursday morning deal and the Friday system, but the next kind of juicy Gulf type system, or in the case of the Canadian, Miller B type system, is Monday. So we'll see. A lot of potential fun and games there in the offing over the next week to 2 weeks. And a lot of colder than average air. Once again, the pattern the first couple of weeks, at least of January, looks very much like what we saw for a good chunk of December. Probably not as extreme overall, because that was such an extreme scenario with December, but it looks pretty cold, at least for the first couple of weeks of January. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year. If you're just checking in with me here, Happy New Year here. 2011 has arrived, and we'll see what the weather holds for us. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.